if you're watching this video, you have a CIBC account and you need to give somebody a void check or banking form and don't have checks. Do we actually need checks anymore? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't have checks and you need to figure out how to get this banking form printed off of the CIBC website, I'm going to walk you through the steps here now. Let me just switch to sharing my screen. Okay, so now that I'm on the CIBC website, I'm going to go ahead and log in. And I don't bother with switching to business and then selecting it there. On the personal side, once you type in your card number, it's going to automatically switch you and log you in the way it should be logged in. From here, I'm going to click on Customer Services, and I'm going to scroll down to Payroll, Direct Deposit, or Pre-Authorized Payment Form. Funny that they don't call it a void check. And maybe that's because with CIBC, it is not a void check. So what they do is they pull up this form that you yourself can type into. I have had issue with some customers that have needed this information to pay organizations I was helping to set this up for. What we had to do was fill this out, print it out, take it into a bank, and get the bank to put their bank stamp on it. So you don't have to order checks if you really don't feel the need to have checks. But do make sure you fill this out correctly. And they've got a little guide here, which is nice to show you. These 5 numbers are your transit number. These 5 numbers are your institution number. And these numbers right here are your account number. So you're going to find these numbers online. And your transit number and your 7 digits are your account number. So you're going to be able to find this on the top of each statement you get with CIBC. Or when you go back, let's just look at our bank accounts. We can actually see it on the screen here. So I've got it blurred because I'm not going to share my banking information with you. But what you're going to have is the first 5 digits are your transit number. So your first 5 digits are going here. And then the digits after that, so it'll be 2 numbers and then a dash and then 5 numbers. Those 7 numbers are going here. And you don't have to bother putting in the dash. You can just type it straight out. You can put your branch address, city, province, and postal code. This is less important than getting this information right. If you get your transit number and your account number wrong, they're not going to end up putting the money into your bank account. So please, please, please be very careful with this information. And what's kind of annoying with CIBC, and I am going to pick the bone here. Your information isn't always a first name and a last name. So for a corporation or a business who's, they've got a operating as, this does not work. CIBC, you need to fix your form. What often we do, like let's say your corporation was, I don't know, we'll call it Harry Potter Photography. I would just split it that way and do your address. You're limited in what you can do. You need to put something here. Alternatively, you could put the full corporation name just under last name. It's going to be pretty clear. This is the name, and then this is the banking information. It's not ideal, but that's what you have. And it does actually work. So I hope that helps. Well, that's it for today. A simple solution to try to make your life just that one little bit easier. If you liked what we shared here today, please hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to share this video with those you think it would help. And hit the subscribe button to see more content like this in the future.